plotting straight lines. To plot straight lines, you need a minimum of 2 points. Usually we pick 3. So the reason we can't have just 1 point is because if we did have a point, there are a large number of lines that could go through that one, and we wouldn't be sure as to which one it is. 2's good, 2's better, because what we can see is that there's only one line that will pass through those 2 points. But 3's even better again, because it makes it obvious if we've made a mistake. So the line connecting those 3 points is good and obvious that that's right. But had we a situation where we had our 3 points like this, then there is no one line that goes through all 3 points. So it would be clear that we've made a mistake. So we pick 3 points to draw a straight line. So what we do is we pick 3 x values, any 3 x values, and substitute them into the equation and work out the corresponding y value. So if I'm looking at the equation y equals 2x add 5, the way we normally show that is with a table of values. And we pick 3 x values, so it might be 0, 1, and 3, for instance. And then to work out the y, we substitute in our x values into the equation. So y is going to equal 2x, which is 2 times x. So when x is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5. When x is 1, we've got y equals 2 times 1, which is 2, plus 5 is 7. And when it's 3, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 5 is 11. Then we can go to our second graph, which is y equals a half x minus 3. And we'll do our table of values. Now, whenever we pick our x values, what we'll be doing is we'll be finding a half of them. So we'll be dividing it by 2. So picking odd numbers isn't really a great idea here. It's much easier to pick even numbers. So the even numbers that we'll pick, let's go for 0, 2, and 4. So when x is 0, a half of 0 is 0. Take away 3 is minus 3. When x is 2, a half of 2 is 1. 1 take away 3 is minus 2. And when x is 4, a half of 4 is 2. 2 take away 3 is minus 1. Joining up the points, I have this line, which is y equals a half x minus 3. And it's good to see that whenever we're thinking about the gradient, y equals mx plus c, so the gradient for the first one is 2, and the gradient of the second one is a half, and 2 is larger than a half. And we can see that the black line here is clearly steeper than the blue line. We can see the black line had an intercept of 5, which matches up with the number at the end. And the blue line had an intercept of minus 3, which matches up with the number at the end of that equation. And the gradient of 2 means for each 1 unit you go to the right, we go up 2 units. Now the squares, it's not squares obviously, so this is 1 unit, and it was at 5, and then it's gone up to 7. We go across a unit and we're up to 9, across another unit up to 11, across another unit up to 13. Similarly for the blue line, the gradient was a half, so we go across a unit, we go up, it would be a half, up across another unit up a half, or across 2 units and up 1, across 2 units and up 1, as we would expect.